Hi, my name is Kyle Oliver, and I'm the Digital Missioner and Learning Lab Coordinator here in the Center for the Ministry of Teaching at Virginia Theological Seminary. I'm really glad to have been invited to submit a passage for this project, and I chose Isaiah 61, verses 1 through 3. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me. He has sent me to bring good news to the oppressed, to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives and release to the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to provide for those who mourn in Zion, to give them a garland instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the mantle of praise instead of a faint spirit. They will be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord to display his glory. I like this passage because I think it cuts to the core of the good news of God with us. I think it's no coincidence that Jesus chose it as the passage about which he gave his first sermon, as we hear in the Gospel of Luke. I like this passage because we often read it at funerals, and so when I hear it, it reminds me of the special people in my life whom we have celebrated by reading this passage in church at their funeral. And I like this passage because it seems to me especially fitting that God would choose the deliverance of those in need, the setting of people free, as the way that God reveals God's glory. And so I love that final parting image of the oaks of righteousness standing tall and strong by the grace of God.